It would probably be my pick of the show because I'm a big fan of Vionic, also flip-flops or thong sandals. And I just know that you don't find Vionics for $54.98. They were the original to bring us that podiatrist designed EVA orthotic footbed with OrthoHeal technology, the deep cup that stabilizes you. Basically, a lot of words for an orthotic that doesn't look like an orthotic. This is the thong sandal that your podiatrist would say, yes, please wear, as opposed to saying, no, don't wear a flip-flop sandal. So they're usually, on a good day, $70, $80, $90, $100. It's the anniversary. So this is the Bella at $54.98. Your turn to get some new colors or to try it for the very first time. Close to 5,000 have already been picked up since we launched these, and that price will go away in the next few days. I'm going to start all the way over at the other end of the table with our color choices. That one's the macaroon. I really like it. It's a beautiful tone. Just if you have kind of like just bare skin. There's your black. Now, patent in all of these, macaroon, black patent. There's your white patent. That's what I have on right there. There's your fuchsia. That's patent as well. Metallic multi. This is the dark blue. These are all that beautiful patent. Then we'll come down here. This is the pewter. In the history of my Vionic history, pewter is what I wear the most. I get the most use out of it, which I was surprised by. But the first time I got them, I was like, oh, I see why. Navy and white I really love. This is your blue shadow. That's your clay. Ooh, that's a pretty color too. Oh, but there's only 300 left. Purple heather. 200 left, and I do love the sun. Only a couple of dozen left there. Monica Tenorino's live with us right now. Hi, how are you? I love your fuchsia top with the fuchsia shoes. Good to see you. This is a wonderful price on these.
I know. I love the way it looks with the navy and white dress. It looks so cute.
But these would also look super cute with it, right? In fact, these would look cute with it. I'm just going to go on and on and on.
I do love the spectatory version there.
Yeah.
You know, this is one of our tried and true classics. It's a Vionic icon because you know the Bella, you love her, and so if you're like me, you have a basket full of just like you just keep adding to the colors. But all the science behind it, like you said, it's not the flip-flop that you know that's going to give you pain and suffering and you know do everything opposite of what we're trying to accomplish here, which is really giving you an orthotic in a sandal, and to be able to have that and wear it all summer and spring, it's kind of just one of those things where you say, okay, I can do such an easy slip on and go, and I can also reap all the benefits of that Viomotion technology.
Well, you know, with shoes, shoes are a need, not a want.
Yes.
Ever since the invention of shoes, our human feet are not prepared to walk around barefoot all the time. So we have to have shoes, right? But oftentimes it depends on which shoe you're getting. Like I would argue that a Louis Vuitton stiletto is probably a want, not a need. But I will also argue that a flip-flop or a thong sandal is a need, not necessarily a want, because you miss out on a lot of summer things if you don't have a sandal like this. You don't want to show up to the beach party, the pool party, or any of those things in necessarily a sneaker all the time. You gotta have some type of cute, fun sandal like this. Now, if you're somebody who has foot issues or pronation, this is by far a need, not a want, because you have to be in the right orthotic.
That's right. And you know, I've been running into so many people, whether it's physical therapy or, you know, just people out and about, and I see them wearing Vionics and I stop them and they'll say, oh, you know, my podiatrist told me you need something with support, you need an orthotic. So even if you aren't that person, this is great because it's pretty. Right? Yeah. So the first thing we want is for something to be beautiful, that we love the way it looks, and then you reap all of the benefits anyway. So even if you're someone who is not in need of an orthotic, be proactive, because Kirsten, you know, we all get there, right? You're taking steps every day, you're doing all the busy things, and your body pays the price eventually when you're not in that natural alignment, when you're not seated properly into a shoe that's really going to support and stabilize you. It really does, you know, take its toll. So that Viomotion technology that we talk about, giving you that really deep heel cup, the arch support to come up and meet your feet, and then that flex and cushioning is the game changer for sure.
Yep, let me take you through colors real quick. Macaroon, black, white, fuchsia, metallic multi, that's your blue, or we call that navy, dark blue, pardon me. This one right here is the pewter. That's your navy and white. Blue shadow. Clay getting limited. Purple heather limited. And sun last call. Let's show it in action on, so I'm with you that, like you were talking about, I don't actually have any pronation issues or any problems with what I need an orthotic footbed, but I do it just so I can take more steps and be on my feet longer during the day and feel better. Some people, like our dear Amy over here, really need to have this to put them in the right alignment. A lot of people.
It's actually about 75% of Americans. And when you think about it, the foot has 25% of the body's bones. That's a big, big number. And you know, we're supporting our body from the ground up, so everything's reliant on your feet being in that proper positioning. So we do this line here because it is going to show you instantly what that benefit is that Amy and all of us are going to get from this technology. You see that line so out of whack here because we're starting on this hard, flat, unnatural surface. And Kristen, as you pointed out before, we've needed shoes a long time. We were meant to walk on things like sand that mold to our feet. So that hard surface is going to prevent her from getting that support she needs because the ground is not going to come up and meet her foot. Now that ankle is kind of poking out, the shin is turning every which way. If I manually adjust her right here, now Amy's foot is stacked with the ankle on top of the foot and everything else that follows, because where the foot goes, the rest of it's going to follow. If I let her go, she tends to just collapse into the floor like that, again, looking for that support. So I'm gonna slip her right into that Bella Anniversary, and you can see immediately the change that you start to get where everything's now properly stacked. And you know, that's what we want. Everything stacked properly on top of each other. That heel is now seated into that heel cup, and it's gonna prevent that pronation, or if you're someone who goes to the outside, the supination, and it really stabilizes you, and it's going to make a tremendous difference.
And so if you're wearing the thin, flat flip-flops, if you're wearing the not good for you shoes, and unfortunately I will file like
we've
high
all got
heels
some.
and things like that under that, how do you know that, oh, I'm not doing the right thing for my feet? Well, you sit more because you're uncomfortable. Maybe your knees start to hurt a little bit more, maybe your hips. For me, and again, it also comes with age, it's lower back. My lower back starts to feel it because it's all connected. How many percentage of your?
25%.
25% of all of those muscles right there are taking the entire weight of your body and gravity. They need to be supported properly, but they also like to be a little free in the summer. Hey, it's $54.98 to get these home. Good quality and great outsole too. Take advantage of that big deal price while we have them, because this is going to go away in the next couple of days. More than 500 already picked up in this show. Close to 6,000 now since they launched. Pick the colors that make you happy. You know, I was like, oh, I should try to match. I never try to match. I just do what I think is great, and it always seems to work. Macaroon will go with everything. It really is like a skin tone, and like every shade of skin. Black, that will go with everything. White, it will go with everything. Fuchsia, you know who you are if you're a pink girl. I love it. I think it's a great place to pop that color. This is a metallic, that will go with everything. The navy, you will wear more than you think, a navy sandal like this. Pewter, I told you, this has been very popular. This was the one that surprised me like 10 years ago, and now I always get pewter because it goes with everything. Navy and white gives me the kind of like sailing vibes, which I love. Dust blue, clay is great, but that's super, super limited. So is this purple, that's limited, 200 left, and then I just am happy with the sun.
I know,
The sun
happy
makes me
colors,
happy.
it's a great palette.
Also, Monica, I'm going to thank you personally for the free shipping and handling. I know it wasn't you, but you should
Wasn't me,
take
but
it.
thanks.
But take it, yeah. And medium and wide widths. Price will go away though. Don't wait on those. Hey, we do have one more pair of shoes, very different in the show. This is that European leather.